record it. Okay. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're watching this live or on playback. We're super excited to be chatting a little bit more about our Prosperity Initiative program. We're hoping to just kind of paint a picture of what the program looks like over the 6 months that it takes place, answer any questions that you may have about eligibility and what the program is, how it can help you and your business to grow. We're going to start, it's going to be kind of a back and forth. We're going to try to keep it as casual as possible with me and Mark. I'll introduce myself, and then Mark, I'll have you introduce yourself next. My name is Maddy Fisher. I'm with the Southern Minnesota Initiative Foundation. I'm an economic development specialist. One of the hats that I wear here at the foundation is that I manage our Prosperity Initiative program. So I've been here for a little over a year. And call Southern Minnesota home. I actually live just north of Owatonna up in Northfield. So that's a little bit about me. Mark, do you want to introduce yourself and your role in the program?
Yeah, thank you very much, Maddy. Hello, everyone on the call and out there on YouTube or wherever this is going to be posted. My name is Mark Thein. I'm the interim director for the Small Business Development Center in Rochester. And we run several small business development centers in southeastern Minnesota, and we provide one-on-one business consulting services to entrepreneurs out in our area on a confidential basis at no cost. So we have enjoyed a wonderful partnership with the Southern Minnesota Initiative Foundation, with the Prosperity Initiative, and other programs too that the Southern Minnesota Initiative Foundation puts on. So I'm here to talk more about the program and hopefully answer any questions that you might have.
Awesome, great. So we're just going to dive in. I'm hoping, to get through the information at a nice pace so that it's for clarity, but as questions come up, I'd be happy to take them. Otherwise we do have like just about 10 or 15 minutes on the back end of our program to answer anything. So if you want to wait until then, that is totally okay. So I am going to share my screen. Let's see here. So this is our website. I wanted to start by just talking a little bit about what is this program and who is it for? So when we think about eligibility, this program is really targeted towards minority entrepreneurs. So that is aligned with the DEED guidelines for a loan program that we have here at the foundation, which is called our Emerging Entrepreneurs Loan Program, which is targeted at minority entrepreneurs. And what does minority mean? So for our program and for the DEED loan program that we operate as well, that means the term BIPOC, which is Black, Indigenous, and people of color. Minority entrepreneur also includes women, veterans, folks from low income backgrounds, and then also folks who are differently abled or have a disability. So this is really looking to lift up folks in our communities that may not have access to, traditional consulting services due to fees, are maybe a little bit more hesitant with working with banks, just due to like cultural barriers or, negative past experiences. So we're really looking to be a program that is uplifting minority entrepreneurs across Southeast and South Central Minnesota. So that is the pretty much only eligibility that we really have to worry about is the demographic piece. And then also living and operating your business within the 20 counties that SMIF calls home. So I can pull up a little bit of a visual for that. So I know I said South Central and Southeast Minnesota, and it's like, okay, well, where is that? So we cover 20 counties, and this is kind of a fun little graphic that we have on our website. Can everybody see the map okay? Does it look good? Great. So we go pretty much from our border with our friends over in Wisconsin. We cover all the counties that line with Iowa, and then we stop right over here with Martin County, which you may know by Fairmont, Watonwan, and then everything kind of just like due south of the Twin Cities. So if you live and operate your business in one of those counties and you fit our demographic guidelines, this is a program for you. So we've talked a little bit about eligibility, but I wanted to show our website because there's some really great resources on here outside of our program that I just wanted to highlight. So when you get to the website and if you just go under economic development, where you'll see one of our past PI clients down in Austin, you'll be able to see kind of all the different services that we provide to support entrepreneurs in South Central and Southeast Minnesota. So what we're just diving into today, if you keep scrolling on down, is the Prosperity Initiative. So we're just gonna, this is just a short description. West Oakland Auto is who's sponsored here or featured. He's one of him and his wife, Cecilia, were our clients kind of back in 2016. So we'll hit learn more and you'll get to this. And so this is our main landing page for the program. So this is where you'll see the application and guidelines. And then we also do have them available in Spanish for folks that maybe are just a little bit more comfortable operating in Spanish. I just want to let folks know as well, we do our best to match our clients with coaches that are, not only have like a skill set of, business operations that'll help you to maybe tackle ideas around marketing, building your website, getting like prepared for a loan, things like that. But we also look at it just kind of like lived experience, as well as industry knowledge. So if you're starting a restaurant, you probably are looking for somebody that has a little bit of experience with that. So that would be one of the ways that we match our folks as well. So we have our applications and guidelines there. When you click on it, it just opens in a new web browser, and that's where you would fill it out. So let's talk about what the program, like what does 6 months look like in participating in the program, and really what does it entail? So it just starts by submitting an application, which is that link right up above. Shortly after receiving your application, you'll do a short, 30 minutes is kind of how long I schedule it for, but it's just an opportunity for you and me to talk about if I have any questions about your application, get to know you a little bit, learn more about the community that you're living in or where you're looking to put your business. Once I kind of collect and answer any preliminary questions that I have about you, we would then, I would kind of type up a few of those notes, attach it to your application, and we have an advisory committee that reviews all of the applicants. This is just to help me get another set of eyes. They may have different questions. They are a group of people from across our region that do this type of work of supporting entrepreneurs. So they may already know you. They may have an idea of somebody that would be a good coach in the community that you live in. They're just really another set of eyes so that we, feel like we're kind of dotting all of our I's, crossing all of our T's, making sure that the program, you're ready for the program, and that we have a coach on staff that can support you in the way that you're looking for. So the advisory committee then gives us a green or a red light. After we review all of the applications with them, we immediately will pair you with your coach, where from there, it's up to you guys how you would like to meet. So that's kind of this orange portion. When we look at the first month, really what happens after you're accepted is we would meet you, me, and your coach. We would do a short business assessment. And an assessment sounds like a test. It's nothing that you're not already ready for. It's really an opportunity for your coach to ask some deeper questions about how they can help you. They may have the industry knowledge that you're looking for, but are you preparing for a loan? Are you looking to get networked within your industry a little bit more? Are you really focused on a website? Just to frame up what the next 6 months will look like and create some goals together. I think that Mark and I were chatting before we hopped on today. That's something that makes the Prosperity Initiative really unique, is that there's no prescriptive like programming that you have to do. There's no like worksheets are going to make you fill out. There's no tests that you have to take. It's really a program that allows you to set goals for yourself and your business. And the coach is really just there to serve as a support system, to help you move along to achieve your goals at your own pace, but also to maybe point you in different directions to new markets you could be exploring. If there are grant or loan opportunities that maybe you're just not aware of, they can also be that connector for you. Mark, did you want to say anything else about kind of the coach and client relationship? And the program, kind of how it operates?
Yeah, Maddie, I could say that as a past prosperity initiative coach, working with more than a couple of clients throughout the years, it's what's cool about the program is that if you need to bring in another coach for a specific element to what you want to do in completing your goal, well, then that's what we do. That's what the program does. So, I don't know anything about developing a website. So there's other coaches that are in the PI circle that comes in and helps. If there's something specific about, for example, we worked with a post-construction cleanup company and helped her get going, and so we needed to develop a bidding process that she could become familiar with. So that's something that I helped with specifically for her, along with developing a loan package and so on and so forth. So some of the coaching also comes down to backing up a little bit and saying, okay, well, maybe we need some coaching on basic computer skills. Maybe we need some coaching on repairing your credit score so that you can get a loan in the future, right? So those goals that you set out with your coach can be broad, they can be wide, they can be very specifically defined also too. So once again, Maddie said the program's really flexible, and that's what I like about it too. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, definitely. So this business assessment, signing contracts, which is mostly just like, letting us know that you understand kind of how the program's going to roll. It's also just making sure that your coach is, they've dotted all their I's and crossed all their T's to be working with us, and then developing your goals for the program. So how you meet, when you meet, where you meet is really between you and your coach. As the program manager, I'm really just here to, like Mark said, like maybe get you a little bit of assistance on marketing, like find somebody else that could help you. Or if you're pursuing a grant opportunity and you need another set of eyes, I'm really just here to be a connector. I'm not here to micromanage you. I'm not here to bug you, hey, I haven't heard from you in 2 days. It's really just to make sure that you and your coach are communicating and that the relationship is a good one and that you're learning and getting what you want from the program. So if you would prefer to meet on Zoom or via phone, that's totally an option. I know that there's also lots of folks who are, hungry to get back in person, maybe meet at a coffee shop, meet at your storefront. I think there is kind of sky's the limit as to how you and your coach meet. And that's one of those things that in your application, it would be really great to know, if you're just more of an in-person type of person, that is really great. Just let us know so that we can find a coach that fits your expectations. So that first month is just kind of getting to know each other, setting some goals. As we move into this little blue section that says next 5 months, like I said, you can meet with your coach, however you choose, but it would be a one-on-one. Our hope is that you would be meeting bi-weekly. You get 40 hours with your coach, and we move through this program in 6-month periods. So this one would run from, we'll be accepting applications until the 23rd of February, which means we would have you start working with your coach the second week of March, approximately. And so that would have you going until around the August time to be working through those 40 hours. It's really, we're hoping that this is something that is like an ongoing relationship and just like a sort of accountability system for you to keep, working towards achieving whatever goals it is that you've set out for you and your business. So in addition to being a part of this program and getting that one-on-one coaching, which is really the bulk of what you would spend your time doing, you have an opportunity, if you're interested in, to participate in what's called a peer network. And a peer network is just kind of a fancy word to say a 90-minute Zoom call for you to talk with other entrepreneurs. Some people call it an entrepreneur support group. Some people kind of talk about it as, a more of a personal check-in, or for you to get ideas about different avenues that you could be doing, exploring to grow your business. The Prosperity Initiative Peer Network is something that I get on Zoom for 90 minutes. We have a set day and time of the month that we'll decide as a group. just to make sure that it's as flexible as possible for people's schedule. Everybody goes around and says, what's one thing that's going really well with your business that you're excited about that you want to, so we can kind of be your cheerleaders and uplift when you're doing good work. And what's one thing that maybe you're wanting to learn more about, what's something that you're struggling with. It's a confidential space. So anything that's said within the peer network is not shared. We really just look to support one another. We know that entrepreneurship and like starting your own business can be kind of lonely. And a lot of people in PI are maybe doing it just on their own. They may not have a really big support system. So that is really what the peer network is supposed to be. It's about sharing and networking and connection and fighting loneliness, which I know that a lot of people have experienced during this COVID-19 time. So you've got the coaching, the peer network if you're interested. SMIF does lots of programming throughout the month when it comes to business. We hold multiple different business trainings in person and online throughout the month. So you'll be on our mailing list for that. So if there's specific topics you're looking to dive into and we happen to have a training, we can get you signed up for that. It's really just to supplement anything that you're looking to grow in your business. Check-in phone calls with SMIF is just a phone call from me once a month just to see how things are going with your coach. If you need assistance with anything, if you're looking to get connected to another organization or looking to learn from other people in your industry, I could get you connected. So it's just kind of a time for us to check in. And then this is just reiterating that, it's 40 hours with your coach over 6 months. So what
Maddy,
Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt, but if I could, as you talk, I keep thinking about ideas and things that are good about the Prosperity Initiative Program. What makes the Prosperity Initiative Program a little bit different from the Small Business Development Center is that the PI program is really long term. When clients come to us, they're usually coming for short term consulting work, but the Prosperity Initiative matches you with that coach, and so you really work that length of time for the program. So, and then just to give everybody a little bit of an example of what can be done, we work with folks to develop marketing plans, business plans. If you're running an existing business or a startup, or you just have that idea, the Prosperity Initiative works with both of those types of organizations. And financing is kind of a big deal, right? For people, am I cash flowing? Am I not cash flowing? How much money do I need? Working capital. So we help people kind of answer those questions and do that financial analysis. What are other resources that are out there with the state and with the Initiative Foundation to be able to help fund and get you dollars to be able to grow your business? Some other examples, I think, other clients have gotten help with QuickBooks. Other clients have gotten help with logo development and design development with their products. So in any type of business, whether it be retail, manufacturing, or service oriented, is eligible for the program.
Yep. Yeah. I'm glad that you said that. I know I touched on it a little bit, that our coaches are coming with kind of 3 different, sort of feels to them. Some of them are just going to be about, do we think that you and this person would make a personal connection due to lived experience? Does this person have industry knowledge? So if you're starting a restaurant, they've started a restaurant or multiple restaurants, that could be a match. But we also just have some folks that are kind of in our coaching pool, is what we'll call it, that just have a lot of like varied experience in different industries, or have been longtime consultants that are just looking to give back. So these are qualified people that are dedicated about having a very committed ongoing relationship with a minority entrepreneur, that are just passionate about business. They're really great people. So we're lucky, and for any type of industry, you are definitely welcome in the PI program. And if we don't have someone that we think is a fit, we will find somebody. So that's a lot of the fun stuff that I get to do. Any questions from the folks that are on the call, or Mark, if you want to touch back on anything? Okay.
Maddie, as far as results of the program, how is that determined? I know it's critical that when people are accepted in the program, that they complete it, that they're in it 100%.
Yeah.
And so what are the results that you're looking for after working with entrepreneurs?
Yeah. So we contract with an organization in the Twin Cities that does an evaluation process. So that just helps. It basically just provides me with information about your experience in the program and tells me, things that we can change or include or get rid of just to make the program a better experience overall. I'm really not looking for like jobs. Like when we tell our funders this is a grant funded program right now, we receive funding from the Department of Economic Development, or DEED, which is through the state of Minnesota. It's not about job growth. It's about, do you feel confident that you know about the resources to start your business? Have you been able to secure a loan to, pursue this business? Have you been looking at retail space? It's more of those community connections and the intangibles of just knowing that you have a support system. A lot of times when people call me about this Prosperity Initiative program, they're like, I don't really get what it is. Is it a grant? Is it a loan? It's really a one-on-one experience for you to have somebody in your corner helping you get connected and learning about resources and working on your business with a vision long-term to help you achieve your goals. So I think, when we think about outcomes of the program, our hope is that you'll move through the 40 hours with that coach and it'll get you to a spot that is different than when you started the program. We typically are looking for folks that are more early startup, and early startup is like, I have an idea and I'm maybe operating this business out of my home, or I have a full-time job and I have this idea and I need a little bit of help making sure that I, have the foundation to start it. Those are really people that tend to do the best in this program. Does that answer your question, Mark?
It does. Thank you.
Cool. And I guess outcomes makes me think about, Mark's been a longtime collaborator with us on this program, serving as a coach. Mark, do you want to talk about some of the companies and people that you've been able to help?
Sure. So just this past cohort, we as a coach, I assisted a construction company, a post-construction cleanup company. So what we did there, it was a team effort with a lot of different PI coaches. Well, 2 different PI coaches, and we helped develop the paperwork and took her through the process of becoming a disadvantaged business enterprise. Right. So that's a program that the state government and the federal government has to be able to better position yourself for government contract jobs, right? So she works in the construction industry. There's a lot of state dollars and federal dollars going into construction industry. So we felt that this was a good marketing tool for her to use. And so we worked on that application for her. We worked on content to develop that she could put on her webpage, and we built that webpage for her. So we're also giving her some ideas and thoughts in regards to social media strategies that she could implement to be able to do that. We also helped her work on a bidding worksheet. So when she does get jobs, she can come in and bid those jobs appropriately and correctly so that those jobs are profitable jobs for her. And then the connections that she's reaching out into the community with other construction companies and larger construction companies are critical. But in that particular case with the post-construction company, it's really about motivation too, and keeping her on track and working through that work plan and be able to accomplish those goals that she wants to accomplish. So that's a good example of what we've done for folks.
Yeah, I think so too. Any questions about anything that we've talked about or from any of the examples that Mark has shared? Otherwise, I don't know if we want to maybe share one more story, a success story, and then we are probably going to close out.
Sure. So another person that I work with is a transportation company. It was an existing company, and they were long haul trucking. And so what we did was we worked on a plan to be able to get that individual up and out of this dormant COVID-19 period that he was experiencing. So part of that was, it really had to do with the financing piece. So we talked about SBA COVID-19 financing programs, the Paycheck Protection Program. So that was kind of an immediate financial need that he had, that he needed to get to be able to keep his company up and running and going. And then it ended up doing some more financial analysis with him, so that he was able to go out and purchase a specific piece of equipment for his truck to be able to save him fuel when he was going on these long hauls. So a lot was done from a financial standpoint with that particular client.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess just kind of in summation of everything that we just covered, and for people that are watching playback, I hope that you go back and watch any sections again if you're a little confused. I know I could ramble all day about the program. My personal contact information is on the web page. Maddy Fisher, my phone number is there. My email at the foundation is also listed there. But just kind of want to say overall, this is a really great program for minority entrepreneurs that are looking to take their dreams into reality and are looking for a one-to-one connection to, continue learning and stay accountable to, starting their business. And if you have any additional questions, please reach out. Mark's one of our great coaches, and we just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar. And we hope to see your application for the cohort soon. So thank you. All right.